Question from quiz 2 software testing January 2026 4 partitions with blocks. Friends, in the question they are given 4 partitions. So this is the partition 1 P1, this is second partition P2, and this is the third partition P3 U to Y, and Z1 to Z3 is the fourth partition. Each partition have blocks, right? Blocks A1, A2, A3, A4 are called blocks. So the partition 1 has 4 blocks, and partition 2 has 2 blocks, block 1 and block 2, and partition 3 has 5 blocks from U to Y. Okay, and partition 4 has 3 blocks from Z1 to Z3, and the base choice is, this one is base choice, this one is the base choice, that is the base test. According to this base choice test, we generate the additional test cases required for all other non-base choices. So here it is A1, B1, W and Z1. This is the base choice. So in BCC base choice coverage criteria, so total tests are, there is a formula, right? Total test, that is equal to 1 plus sigma equals to 1 to n bi minus 1. 1 is for the initial base choice cover. If the question they are mentioned including base choice or not including base choice also they are asking. If they are asking including, you add plus 1. If they are asking excluding the base choice, you don't add plus 1. So this is for the base choice, plus 1. So bi is the number of blocks counting starting from I equal to 1 to n. If it is the partition 1, I equal to 1 to 4. Okay, like that. So the total tests equal to total tests. So that is 1 plus, for the partition 1 blocks are 4 minus 1, right? Total blocks 4, 4 minus 1. For partition 2, 2 blocks, 2 minus 1, plus partition 3, 5 blocks minus 1, and for partition 4, 3 blocks minus 1. So that is total test equal to 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2, total 11 blocks. So this is the answer is the B. 11 is the answer for this question. It requires only 11 test cases. 11 test cases are tests. You see, the advantage is linear. So that is the size of the test cases size is, total number of test cases size is linear. That is O of n. In combinatorial coverage criteria, total tests required are number of blocks multiplied 5 times, 2 times, 5 times, 3. So here not 5, sorry, it is 4, right? 4 times, 2 times, 5 times, 3. That is total number of blocks. That is total test required for combinatorial coverage criteria. Full combinatorial coverage criteria is 120 tests, which are more, right? But BCC has less test cases, only 11 test cases compared to combinatorial coverage criteria. BCC base choice test coverage criteria, for every block we are considering one test case, at least one, that is of partition. Every block of partition is tested at least once. So that is every block of partition is tested at least once. At least means not less than, that is greater than or equal to once, right? If in the question we have 4 blocks, whereas in the 4 partitions every partition is tested. The test suite consists of all type of test cases from every partition. Important, linear test size is linear. This one is test size, that is test case size is linear, and every block of partition is tested at least once. This is the second point, also important. And bug tracking is also easy. If the code contain any errors, bug tracking is easy. If the code containing any errors, for example the test case fails, you can immediately find that which test case is failed and from the which block, which partition the failure of the bug is occurred. Why? Because one parameter at least means greater than or equal to, that means particularly one parameter from each block, right? One parameter from each block. So we are testing the one parameter from each partition, so that is easy to tracking the bug. If the any test case contains any failure or bugs, that can be easily tracking by using this method BCC. Okay friends, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching.